All right, y'all ready? Uh, well, it was typical first day. Effort was really good, and I expected it to be that way, but we have, of course, a long way to go from a discipline standpoint of knowing what to do, knowing how to do it, knowing why it's important to do it that way, and going out there and doing it the right way. So sloppy from that standpoint. But the key, of course, is how we learn from it and how we don't go out the next day and make the same mistakes. And that's what I told the players.
It seemed like you were kind of expecting that yesterday there, just typical first day stuff.
You know, no matter how hard you train and practice without real practice, you can't prepare for football without playing football. And so that's just how it is. But the key is not what you look like the first day. It's how you take the first day, watch the film, apply it to the second day, and you grow from there. That's what's more important than anything.
I know you guys don't have pads on at this point, but just having Herman maybe cleared for some contact and able, he said it was about 90% at this point. Just having him back out there after such a long layoff.
Yeah.
Is that a boost for you guys?
I think so. It's great to see him. You know, of course, he's got a lot of leadership. He's got experience. He's a veteran. And I just hope he's able to maintain that.
Is there anything he can do, without the pads on to jump out and say, well, he might be coming back healthy enough to help?
I don't think so. I think until we get out there and he goes through a number of practices hitting, we really won't know because, the toll, the physical toll that your body takes, it's going to be the key, and we got to try to manage it the right way.
Did Justin get more than you thought today about what you
Yeah, he went through the whole practice, but he's just, it's not where he can go full speed and then we back him down. So he's kind of at the same pace throughout practice, and it's hard for him, when he's getting pressed. And those guys are full speed, but he did. He went through the whole practice. He ran a lot of routes, and I think we just now got to see how his knee responds from today. So we'll figure it out day to day.
was he about? So it's about what you expected him to do, or did he do more than you
He
thought?
probably did a little more than what we had anticipated back in February. So they're moving along. Him and Brent are moving at a pretty good pace, and we got to be smart about how we manage it.
What's the thinking on moving Channing Fugit to linebacker?
Well, we got a lot of tight ends, and we got Bart at fullback, and Channing's a good football player, and we need some more linebackers. We're thin at that position. He's got the body type, the athleticism, and so we thought we'd give it a try, and he was really excited about it. So he did some good things late in the year on special teams, covering kicks. So he showed some defensive abilities there, and I hope it'll work out. We'll see.
Did he play some in high school linebacker?
He did. He's a running back linebacker, so he's been there. It's not new to him. A lot of those guys, kind of like how Austin was. Austin was a fullback linebacker, so we'll see.
How much will you emphasize getting better in the run game this spring?
That's our number one priority on offense, is not just finding different ways to run the ball, but really our execution in all 11 players. And of course it starts today, but it's really hard until you put the pads on. That's the key.
Did you think you were strong enough up front on the offensive line for the run game, or is that an area you need to improve upon?
I thought we needed improvement in everything. We weren't as good as we needed to be up front, and we weren't as good as we needed to be at running back, and we weren't as good as we needed to be on the perimeter. So we were really bad at everything.
Did you think your defensive guys at the 3-4 looked completely Greek to him today, or did you think?
No,
okay.
What I saw was they put a lot of personal investment over the last 3 or 4 weeks in learning what to do. Now, what's going to be harder when the multiples start coming? The first day they were ready for it, and they looked good. And I mean, there weren't a lot of mistakes, there were, but now it's going to get hard as the multiples. The offense does more, we put in more, and as the day goes up, it's kind of like that compounded interest. It just keeps growing, and so we'll see.
Rajon Neal, what was the decision to move him back to running back?
Didn't get as much production as we'd like to at wide out, and needed somebody who can give us some production at running back.
Do you think could he still be used in other situations?
Could be, but his focus right now is playing running back.
What do you need to see out of him for him to be an SEC talent?
I think playing with a little more conviction. We've talked a lot about playing with a little more toughness, and we'll see.
That ball security too an issue for Rajon?
It was, but I didn't see a lot of that last year, you know. But ball security is always paramount for any running back.
Are you okay with running back by committee?
I'd rather not. I'd rather have a Heisman Trophy winner at running back. But sometimes we've won a lot of games by committee. You know, when we won the national championship in '03, we had 3 good running backs, and we rolled them, and it was good. And I've been in places where you had one workhorse, and he can do it. So the most important thing is how can you get production? And if it means you got to do it by committee, you do it. If you got a guy who can carry the load, then you give it to him.
I've seen folks listed at end and linebacker.
Yeah.
Is he gonna
No, he's playing DN right now. Yeah.
First day, but you wanted to see more leadership from Tyler. How do you do with that?
Tyler's doing fine. He's doing fine. He was real rusty on his throws, but just from a quarterbacking standpoint, he's doing well.
I know that when you sign JUCO players like a year ago, you want them to come in and have an impact immediately, and for everybody it's a little bit different. But as far as Couch and Lanier and Moore, do you think they'll make pretty good strides from
I
last year
hope
to this
so.
year?
You know, I really like those junior college guys that have 3 years, because that first year is always hard. And so you hope, you know, now they really kind of grow into their role. They understand everything, and they play a lot better. And then you got another bonus year after that. So, you know, a lot of times when you sign a JUCO guy, you get him for 1 good year, because that first year is always tough. So I'm hoping. We'll see. All right, guys.